So, something interesting to have a look at today. We have a game called Oh My Orbs, and not only did I find it quite good looking, to a certain degree, we'll talk about that in the critique section, but I also found it quite satisfying due to the sound effects and the kind of the visual effects. So yeah, let's jump in, have a look at the gameplay. There I am. We'll maximize this out. And here we are. Are we still recording successfully? Yes, we are. Right. So this is our gameplay window. Top left we have a sound control. Unfortunately it is just the general volume and not sort of separate sound and special effect volumes, which is, yeah, it always bugs me, but not too necessary. Here we have a reload the menu button. Here we have our level progression at the bottom. So as we finish the first level, this first block will light up and it'll move us along. And then we have our orbs. Now we have a white orb, which we cannot move. We have a blue orb, which we cannot move. And then we have these yellow orbs, which we can move around. And this game is interesting because it doesn't educate you in any way as to what you're supposed to do. There's no tutorial, there's no training. Part of the gameplay is to figure it out, which normally I don't like, but in a game like this, it actually fits really, really well. What we need to do, I eventually did figure out, is connect the white orb and the blue orb through yellow orbs. And once that's done, there's a big sort of satisfying explosion, nice sound effects, and then the little sort of move on arrow comes up the top there, which we can click and will take us through to the next level. As you can see, we finished the first level, we've opened the second one, and we have a new puzzle to solve. Another effect I also see is that if you move the mouse outside of the game window, you have this kind of effect, and I don't know if that's on purpose or not. I do really enjoy it though, so I hope it is on purpose or that the devs keep it, whatever the effect is. Anyway, so solving problem 2, obviously we have multiple blue and one white. We can assume from the previous level that the point is to connect a white to a blue, but we cannot connect the white to this blue because it's too far. They don't reach. But this is a closer blue, so if we move both of the yellow dots across here, connect that one, the white dot is connected to a blue and success is achieved. We can go to the next level. Option number 3 here, we have 2 whites and only 1 blue, one of which is connected and the white is pulsing. Now obviously we don't have spare orbs to connect to the next one, but if we move the orb we see that it does have more than enough range to connect blue and white with 1 orb, so we can take the other orb out and move it to connect the other one, and again success now that we have both white connected. And we move on to the next level, and here we have something interesting, which are the red orbs. Now I figured the moment I saw this that red was something you wanted to avoid because, you know, in games red is always bad. So if we move the yellow and we connect the blue and the white without connecting any red orbs, it's probably a better way to do it, but we can use them all, then we achieve success. However, if red becomes part of the chain, the success is taken away. We pull it out of the chain, we win again, and we have success. So don't connect the red to the chain that connects the blue and the white. And the same thing here, just in case you figure the last one out by accident. We can move the yellows from those ones, connect this blue dot, and we have won and succeeded. And the same thing here, we need to kind of dodge the red ones and make sure that all of the yellows are, you know, and that particular chain is not connecting any reds to it, and so on. And I think that's all the gameplay I'm going to show you, because I think it's all you need to see, and part of the joy of this game is figuring out what you need to do on each map. Yeah, so the gameplay is going to stop there. If you're just here for the gameplay, then please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, because that's engagement that's good for me, for the channel, and it's engagement that I believe is good for you, because it trains YouTube as to what kind of videos you want to see. And presumably, since you're here, you want to see gaming videos, so if you like and subscribe to mine, it will add the gaming to your YouTube algorithm if it's not there already, and will, yeah, hopefully show you more videos that you will enjoy seeing. So, you know, don't forget to train your YouTube algorithm. It should be well trained. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. If you are here for the critique, however, first of all, the UI. It is very simple. I think the edges could be a little bit prettier. I would like to see, you know, the kind of self controls that I like to see. I understand that you are trying to keep it as minimalistic as possible because of the whole point of the game is to teach you things, but it could still do with some trim and some edging. I don't know if this is on purpose. I like this. It's an interesting element. I guess you don't really need decor out there, but a border and a little bit of coloration. I do like this sort of background. I don't know if there's a better background you could have for this, but I mean this is quite pleasant. So yeah, I would just add a little bit of trim on the edges of these just to make it look a little bit more finished off. This feels a bit unfinished, but yeah, not necessary, but it would be nice. And I'm normally one for a good tutorial. Help the users in, teach them how to play your game, set up that kind of contract for this is how my game works with the user, because users like to come in knowing what's going to happen. But I also understand that there is a part of the gameplay here is figuring out what's going on. Learning that progression through as a layer of puzzle. And that works really well. This is quite comfortable and quite satisfying to play. So yeah, keep going with that. But a little something to make the user feel a little bit like this is a bit more polished and complete and a bit more welcome might be something that you could throw in there. And to jump ahead a bit, building a storyline into it to give us a reason why we're here. Like, again, technically not really required. This is just a puzzle game, and a puzzle game is a puzzle game. But if there was a reason we were doing this, like warding off alien systems or something like that, like the bad guys from Star Trek Voyager, maybe this is something to do with their system, give it a bit more of an organic feel. That might be interesting. There might be a layer of immersion, of motivation for the player that would pull them in a bit more than just here is a puzzle, solve the puzzle. It's a thought. It's a thought that obviously I'm here to try and give you to think, and I hope it inspires something in your head. But please don't feel that I'm speaking for all players, just me. So yeah, without the storyline, this is still a fantastic game, and I heartily enjoy it. So yeah. So reverting a bit, just talking about the sounds. I really like these sounds. I mean, that sort of squelch of it connecting is very satisfying. The little visual effect of it sort of splashing as you connect it, also very, very satisfying. Can I connect these up? No, let's get the fourth one in there. Yeah, and that sort of deeper once you've succeeded and you've completed the level. Also very, very satisfying, very, very pleasant. I like that a lot. So bravo there. Maybe adding a slightly bassier element to all of that would give it even more of a satisfying feel. But as it stands, yeah, great, absolutely great, very, very enjoyable. And that's it. That's really all the critique I have for this. I think this is a good game, presented well, nice, satisfying effects, nice, satisfying gameplay. Heartily recommend it. The link will be in the description. Please, players, come and give it a go. Come give the devs some love, and enjoy. And thank you for watching. It's quite a short video, interesting short little game to do. Actually, not so short again. There's quite a few levels in here, but a short view of quite a simple game with some complex layering in it. Yeah, heartily recommended. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.